What's up, guys? It's M-Star, and welcome back for our Week 5 team prep video for our battle versus the Memphis Drizzlies, who is coached by Magic Activator. And today, I don't know why I paused there. I didn't forget his name or anything. Don't get any suspicions that I forgot what his name was. But anyways, we're starting out here with the team builder because first of all, I want to apologize that it's so late because this is going to be posted on Wednesday, hopefully. And should have been posted on Saturday, but I was just it was a mix of did not have time, lack of motivation to record it all, and also procrastination, which goes along with the second one. So basically, we're here now. We're going to record this team prep video. We're going to do the battle in a second. Well, not in a second for you guys. It'll be a second for me because I'm doing it right after this. But anyways, we're going to do that. But first, we got to go over the team that we used, and you guys may already know because of the battle the Magic Activator posted. But here we go. We're going to go over it right now, and we're going to explain why I did what I did. And without further ado, let's start off with Crush. He is holding the Rindo Berry. He has a Solid Rock, and he has Aqua Jet, Rock Slide, Zen Headbutt, and Stealth Rock. So the reason he has a Rindo Berry is because it halves the super effective damage taken from grass type attacks. So that was mostly for the Mega Venusaur, just in case we wanted to try and live any sort of move, a Giga Drain or something. Maybe we could live. I didn't calc it, but I'm pretty sure we could have lived with the Rindo Berry because it halves the damage. So it turns it from being 4 times effective to 2 times effective. I think. Maybe. Should be 2 times effective, and hopefully it would do a little bit less damage. We might have been able to live a hit. That probably wasn't the best decision on my part. I probably should have done something else. But we did give it Solid Rock because no, never mind. Cross all that out. It has Rindo Berry and Solid Rock, the combo of the two. So I think it stacks. I'm not sure. I think it stacks in some way. Solid Rock. This Pokemon receives 3/4 of the damage from super effective attacks. So it's instead of 4 times, it's 3 times, and then that's halved to 1.5. Or the other way around, you can do half of 4, which is 2, and then 3/4 of that is 1.5. So either way, we will end up taking 1.5 times damage from grass type attacks as opposed to 4 times. So that's why I did that. That makes sense. That makes more sense now because that would be pretty useful against the Mega Venusaur. And that's why we also packed Zen Headbutt, so we could possibly get some super effective damage on the Mega Venusaur, because there is no other Pokemon on our team that learns really a reliable, I keep this stupid stuff over here, we don't really learn a reliable flying type move, like Brave Bird or something like that. So we kind of had to opt with just using its psychic moves to try and take out the Mega Venusaur, because it is only weak to Psychic and Flying, with its weaknesses of Fire and Ice being knocked out with Thick Fat. So we had to go ahead and go with the Zen Headbutt on here just for some coverage, and that's why I did that. I also did Aqua Jet for priority, as you may be able to see, and Rock Slide for just stab damage, and Stealth Rocks so I can set up the rocks, which I did, I think, at some point. Don't remember. The battle was on Saturday. It was on Saturday. And it's now Wednesday, so I forgot most of the majority of things from that battle. But we're going to go over the stats now. It has 252 attack, 252 defense, 4 special defense with an impish nature. I did not go any super crazy stat EV sets, as you can see. Nothing too crazy on any of these guys. Mostly 252 and 2 different stats, and then 4 in the final stat with a pretty common nature. I didn't really want to go too crazy with any of the sets. Focus camera, thank you. I didn't want to try and mess anything up as more than I already would have, because Magic is a pretty good battler and I am not as good of a battler, so wanted to just go for the straight 252s in the stats. Anyways, next Pokemon we have here is Cycles. He is our Thundurus. He's holding the Life Orb. He has Prankster for obvious reasons, because Defiant doesn't work that well unless you're playing a mixed, which honestly might try that some week with the attack stat. We could good or not mix, but just like straight up physical attacker. That could catch somebody off guard definitely. And he gets a U-turn. I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna change this real quick. I'm pretty sure he gets U-turn. So he still has that switch move from Volt Switch, and then he also has U-turn. So we did give him Volt Switch, Dark Pulse, Psychic, and Grass Knot, and the Dark Pulse was for the Mismagius in case he brought that, and I think there was a couple other mons. Let me just check here really quick. His stat sheet, I think it was for Espeon as well, just in case he brought Espeon, which I don't think he brought Espeon or the Mismagius, which kind of sucked. It was, yeah, so it was pretty much just for those two, just in case. And also, Psychic, because for the Mega Venusaur, which almost ended up taking it out, but we didn't quite get it. Volt Switch, obviously, for the stab, and the Switch initiative, and Grass Knot for the Hippowdon and the Milotic, because it does do a fair decent amount of damage to both of those. It is a 1-hit KO for the Hippowdon, and I think a 2-hit KO for the Milotic. Might be more, might be less, I don't know. And then in the stats, like I said, we do have the 252 special attack and the 252 speed with the 4 in HP, because without the 4 in HP, it is an even number, and the thing with the Stealth Rocks and the HP and stuff like that, so I made it 4 in HP, and with a Timid Nature, because it actually needed a little bit more speed to outspeed some of Magic's mons, like the. Sorry, I'm a little stuffed up right now because I sneezed like once, and then my nose was like full of stuff. Anyways, I think it's now faster than the Jolteon as a Modest Nature. May be incorrect there, but I was hoping to get some speed out of Cycles, less attack, because it's also life orb, so I didn't really need that extra boost in attack. Anyways, so next one we have here is Right. He is our Flygon. He's holding the Choice Specs, and he has Levitate, because that is the only ability that he gets. By the way, with the Life Orb, I just put that on there just to get some extra damage out of him, because we are going with the Timid Nature. Anyways, Right, was holding the Choice Specs pretty much for the same reason. I wanted to get some good damage out of him. That's why we did all attacking moves, as you may be able to see, with the Draco Meteor, Earth Power, Boom Burst, and Giga Drain. The only reason I put Boom Burst on there is because it helped us out a lot. Well, not a lot. It helped us out a pretty decent amount with Blue Jays, our battle against Blue Jay. Ontos, the coach. Not the host, the coach. It's not the host, it's not the host, it's the coach of the Toronto Totodiles. And it really helped us out there a fair amount. Giga Drain is for the Milotic, the Hippowdon, and whatever else is weak to grass. I'm pretty sure he has 4 mons weak to grass. Maybe mistaken. No, yeah, it's 2 mons weak to grass. Okay. Never mind, he has 2 mons weak to grass. So that was basically for the Milotic and the Hippowdon, which he both brought. And that's how I ended up killing the Hippowdon with the Giga Drain. We also have, like I said, it's pretty average stat spreads. We have 252 in special attack and 252 in speed, with a Timid Nature and 4 in defense. So basically the same kind of, actually the exact, well no, as opposed, because it's already, oh, I guess they have that's funny, they only have 1 difference in HP stat, so when I raised 4 on Cycles, they had the same HP stat. That's kind of funny. But yeah, so they basically have the same EV spread, apart from the 4 being into special defense instead of, or defense instead of HP. So that's basically it with with Right. Next we have Sub-Zero, our Weavile. He is holding the Expert Belt, and he has Pressure, because Pickpocket really doesn't serve any use in this format much at all, unless we're trying to go for some swift strats. I don't know what we would do to get some swift strats, but it could work out in some situation. I don't know when that situation would be. But he did have Fake Out, Knock Off, Icicle Crash, and Ice Shard. The reason for Fake Out is just to get some good damage off to any of his mons. Haven't run Fake Out on it yet. Thought it might as well be the time to do that now. We have Knock Off to get some items off, especially for the Scrafty. Could be holding a Soul Vest, or really anything. The Espeon with a Choice Specs, or really anything like that. Also does some good damage to the Espeon, especially with the base 120 power with the item boost. Icicle Crash for some good damage. I was debating putting a different move on Weavile, but I just decided to go with Ice Shard instead. because we can, well, it's technically double priority, but fake out is like situational priority. So we went for the ice shard for the reliable priority, and it did almost end up working out a few times, but sadly it did not in the long run. So yeah, we did have the 2 ice. Oh, whoa, okay, get that back on there. Ice crash. There we go. It did end up not working out too much, as we may have been able to see from the battle. I don't want to spoil anything if you guys haven't watched the battle. I'm sorry if that spoiled anything already, but we did have the expert belt just in case we wanted to do some good damage to, like I said, the Espeon or the Hippowdon with the Ice Shard or Icicle Crash. The Staraptor with the Ice Shard or Icicle Crash, and the Mismagius. Yeah, the Mismagius with a knockoff. So, yeah, that's basically the reason I put that on there. It's not as useful as it would be if I had something like Low Kick and Poison Jab as my secondary moves, but it still ended up working out pretty well. I thought it was going to work out pretty well. I think it would have worked out pretty well in most situations. But next we have Binky here. He's holding the Assault Vest. He's more of a defensive set. He's pretty much... Oh, wait, no. We forgot to go over the stats. 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 defense, and a Jolly Nature, pretty much the same as all the other attacking mons like Right and Cyclos. So next we have Binky. He's holding the Binky our Granbull is holding the Assault Vest with Intimidate rather than Quick Feet or Rattle, just because I don't really dabble with Rattled. Like, there's very situational, and I don't, even though knockoff is definitely a thing, but why would you use knockoff on a Granbull? I don't know. Bug type isn't super effective. Ghost type isn't super effective. I don't see why you would ever really want to use any move besides knockoff on a Granbull that is Bug, Dark, or Ghost. So you never really know, unless it's U-turn, because then that would be cool if you get your speed raised every time that U-turn. But that's also situational because you don't know if they're going to have U-turn or not. So I decided to go with Intimidate, and also I have an Assault Vest, so there's no point of having Quick Feet because I didn't want to. Is there anything that causes paralysis? Is there a Paralyzed Orb? I don't know. There might be. I don't even know. But anyways, he has Play Rough, Rock Slide, Ice Punch, and Earthquake. The Play Rough is for the Scrafty, as well as the... What else is it for? What else is it for? Nothing. That's pretty much the only thing that's super effective against the Rock Slide is for the Staraptor, and the Arcanine. The Ice Punch is for the Hippowdon and the Staraptor as well, in case for some reason Rock Slide is not going to work out. And the Earthquake is for the Arcanine, the Jolteon, the Klefki. Yeah, it was definitely there for the Klefki mostly. Same with Wright's Earth Power because Klefki is only weak to ground and fire, so that was good to have on there as well. Yes, that's basically the moveset. We're just trying to get coverage out of it as it is assault vested, so it has to use all attacking moves. And then the set here is a little bit different than the other ones. It has 252 in attack, 172 in defense, and 84 in special defense with a positive defense nature. Just wanted to have that little bit of bulk in the defense because it already gets a special defense boost by 1.5 from the assault vest, so might as well get that better boost in defense. In this case, and then as you can see, it's impish nature. So the last one here we have is Dipper, our Porygon 2. He is holding the EVOI. He has Analytic rather than Download or Trace because he does not have any speed investment, so likely he will move last and have times or plus 30% attack power. He has Tri-Attack, Psychic, Thunder Wave, and Recover. Tri-Attack is just for stab coverage. Psychic for the Mega Venusaur, as you may be able to know. And Thunder Wave because I didn't want to use Toxic because of the Mega Venusaur. So I just wanted to have something that I could generally hit everything with, except for the Jolteon. And I thought it'd be a lot more likely that he'd... Oh, I'm sorry, you guys are seeing my desktop every time I do that. Okay, whatever. Anyways, I think it'd be more likely that he would send out the Mega Venusaur than the Jolteon because he seemed to be using the Mega Venusaur a lot, and it really helps him out as far as his team goes. Summer Breeze is quite the... makes battles quite a breeze when you have Summer Breeze, if you get what I'm saying. Magic, put that on your channel. It needs to be the motto of your team. Just Summer Breeze makes battling a breeze. There you go. They gave you some pro tips for your catchphrase there. Anyways, he has Recover as well, just for that reliable recovery, as I'm able to tell because it's called recover. Anyways, his stat set is a little bit different, or his EV spread is a little bit different. Is that? Yeah, okay, never mind. I thought I was like all up here in your face with the slap and the waving of the hands. Anyways, he has plus 132 in defense, 252 in special attack, and 124 in special defense, with a bold nature to get that little boost in defense, because otherwise, if he doesn't have a bold nature, he has at least just, I don't know. I want it to be bold nature just to get that extra defense boost, because I think he has more special or physical attackers than he does special attackers. So that is going to end our team prep video. I'm sorry if it was a little like, first of all, it's late. I don't know, I haven't done this in a while, since I haven't been like super into making videos lately. I don't know why. It just school, I guess. I don't know. I was gone for a week, and then school starts, and I'm like, it isn't even that hard to like manage school and YouTube at the same time. But I don't know, I just like, there's half of me is like make YouTube videos, half of me is like binge watch Arrow for like 4 hours in a row. I don't know why I want to do the binge watch Arrow, even though it's a really good show. If you guys haven't watched Arrow, it's on Netflix. It's part of the DC universe. If you're not a DC fan, you'll probably still like it, because I was like a hardcore Marvel fan, and then I watched Flash, or The Flash, and I was like, dang, this is a good show. Maybe I should watch another show related to this show. And then in The Flash, they're like, oh look, there's also this hero called the Arrow, and I'm like, what's it up? Oh look, there's a show for the Arrow, so better watch that show. And it turns out to be pretty good. Probably not as good as The Flash. Both of them are pretty decent, but I like both of them at pretty much the same amount. Anyways, going off topic, if you guys did enjoy this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.